Isn't that good? What an intro. So we're still waiting for Gwen, but what was this intro? All the players have been introduced there. And we're still waiting for Gwen. And then we will start this grand final. So will be a banger and a half, I can tell you that. Let's take a look into the Daddy Manias here. We have Link and Daddy 1. Cocow Daddy 9. And we also have Gwen here, yeah. But Gwen is just joining the server now. And we will start like right now, I think, because it's 8. Okay. I think every player has to accept and to be ready. Cocow currently warming up and he's dropping a 57.09. Good time for him. And we will start very soon. Only Link has to be ready here. Should I say that? I mean, I have no idea where Sinas is. That's very unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, we will start then without Sinas. And every player has confirmed and is ready. And we will start with the grand final of the French Championship. Guys, it has been a long time. A lot of steps have been passed. And now we have 4 players who have survived all of those steps. We have Gwen, we have Binks, we have Link, and we also have Cocow. Yeah, so those 4 players will battle it out for a total prize pool of €400 in this grand final. Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, LuckersTurbo, and I will provide you today's cast, the English-speaking cast. And unfortunately, Sinas didn't make it, but maybe he will come later. But nonetheless, we will start now on Idealist. And as you can see, if I type in list here, we have 5 maps instead of 4 now. And we have a point limit of 130 instead of 120. And the points repetition has not changed till then. It is still 10, 6, 4, and 3 points for those respective positions. And I'm interested to see how the players will perform here, because it's still looking good. Of course, we still play 5 rounds on each track, and Gwen is just putting a lot of pressure here on this Tallmark. Of course, he has won semifinal 2, and Link has won semifinal 1, but the overall underdog is, of course, none other than Binks. Against all the odds, he has knocked out Aurel and is now facing Cocow, Gwen, and Link in this grand final. So good luck and fun to all of the players. The first round will start now. Okay, so first round is starting. Just had to declare something between between the castles and everything, but all is good now. As we go into the first couple of turns, it is Binks having a good start as well as all the other players, so no one is falling majorly behind. Gwen has the upper hand with a couple of thousands, 21,000, but you can see it's very close. Link falling a little bit further behind though, but he comes closer. Now it's Cocow in the back of the pack. Binks and Gwen battling out for that first 10-pointer here. Binks with a good amount of speed, but it is Gwen right now having the first place. Link with a very good line. Look at this, overtaking Gwen in this section. So this is looking good here for Gwen so far, but also for Link, who has a little bit more speed in this section. So this could be all decided in the ending. Gwen goes a little bit more inside, so he has still the lead. Goes for this additional speed slide Oh, but this will be impossible to call for this ending. Oh my god, who will it be? Gwen with more speed, but Link with the inside line. And it will be actually... Oh my god, Link in first with 1 minute 04. What a time, 11,000 of a second. And this is how we start the grand final of the French Championship. Link granting himself the first 10-pointer after a ludicrous ending here. I thought Gwen had it, but Link with the insane inside line there. And Gwen only with 6 points in this round. Cocow in third place and Binks only with 3 points in last. What a round there. What a great round. I just have to say that. And it's Gwen again marching through here. Has the upper hand. Still on the lead. Good uphill. Not coming to touch, but that was super close for him. Link again in second place. Then we have Binks falling a little bit behind. 0.2 of a second. But as well as Cocow, who has made a mistake. So he is even further behind. You can see that. Almost 1 second. Binks risking it super much. But he needs more than those 3 points to stay into contact with Link and Gwen, but they will declare it under themselves again, going into that full speed section. Gwen with a lot of speed and as well as Link. So all in the ending again, but this time Gwen has the upper hand, but Link with the inside approach, but risking it too much, and therefore it will be Binks overtaking him as well. And it is Gwen dropping a 59.94. Are you kidding me? Gwen is playing out of his mind, dropping Daddy 1 here in the grand final just when it matters. And this guy is on another level. So Gwen with the new Daddy 1 here. Also Binks will be certainly very happy about that 6-pointer since Link has risked it too much. But that's the risk that you take. Link has known it before, I assume that. And now we will go into the third round here on Idealist. As you can see, who is not familiar with this format, you have a dirt section, a tech section, and then usually a full speed section in the end of the map. But we have one map where the full speed section is at the beginning, so different speed outcomes and so. But we will come to that later as we see Gwen with a lot of speed. Link didn't get the best slide in this section, but Gwen is marching through it again. 1500s of a lead over Cocow. But hello, Cocow with a good line here and comes close up to a more inside approach. But Gwen with the better trajectory here again, so he will have a tiny tad more speed. But one car length is tearing those players apart. Cocow with the inside line, and Cocow will grant himself the first 10-pointer with a 1 minute .03. What a time, but what a great comeback there from Cocow. And Gwen will get sniped again and is getting second with a 1 minute .0 time yet again. Link in third, and then we have Binks finding himself in last place. But those rounds are insanely good. I can just say that those rounds are out of their minds. And yeah, now second to last round here on Idealist. Maybe the last time we will see this map, but there could be a possibility that we can see this map again. Who knows, who knows. As we see Cocow making the first mistake of the round, it is again Gwen in first, so old news again. Link, however, is also in the mix here, 0.05 of a second, tearing those apart. Oh my god, Gwen is clipping the CP. You've seen that, the tiny tilt to the inside there, so this was good for Gwen. Gwen opts for a more outside approach, and Link got it better. So it will be Gwen actually gets overtaken by Binks here as well. So Link will grant himself that first place, but who will get that second place? It will be all determined in the end. Who will cope this ending the best? It looks like Gwen does it really good, goes for the more direct approach, but it will be Binks in second place and Cocow in last. Then we have Gwen in third, of course, and Link winning this round. The first round win for him, if I remember correctly. Oh no, he won the first round, of course, and now he's up to 27 points. So it's all or nothing for Link. Now he's in first. Gwen is 1 point behind him. We have Cocow in third with 21 points, and Binks with 18 points in last place. But of course, nothing decided yet as we go into the last round here on Idealist. Link this time around with a good start, and Gwen finds himself at last place. But just saying that, he gets a very good uphill here. Also good approach for this turn. Link opting for that more outside approach and therefore has more speed, but he doesn't really come too much closer towards Gwen, who is again in the lead in this section. Now we will go into the full speed part. Who will grab this part the best? It is Gwen getting it good, but so did it Link. Gwen with a very, very good trajectory here. So he will extend his lead to roughly 0.1 of a second. Link coming back closer. Cocoa, in the meantime, has made a mistake. But Link will be in second, or will he? Yes, he will. Gwen in first with an... Oh my god. With a 59.91. What a time by Gwen. And also Link is getting second with a 59.96. What are those times? Are you kidding me? Another Daddy 1, just casually. And Daddy 2 is getting second place. Oh my, I'm speechless. So Gwen will go up in the lead again. Then we have Link in second place, Cocoa in third, and Binks in fourth place. So nothing lost for them, but already a 9 points gap between second and third place. So the two winners of the prize semifinals are really putting in the practice. Now we have champions. So a map that I have not seen myself. You can see we will start with the dirt section. I'm not sure how much practice those players have in here, but you can see Cocoa is doing it good. So we have 5 maps. This map has been added as well to the rotation. And it is Cocoa right now leading the warm-up. And we have Link in second place, Gwen in third, and Binks is just a little bit further behind. So now the full speed part is coming in here. So roughly this map is, I think, a little bit under 1 minute. Yeah, a little bit under 1 minute with a good time. As you can see, 56.73. Good time by Cocoa. So yeah, let's see what they can do. Maybe even a 55. I'm not sure what WR here is, but we will check out in a timely manner how players will perform on this track. Going to the first live round. Let's follow Binks here for the round. Actually, I'm spectating him already. As we see Gwen and Link with a good start. Cocoa in third place. And then we have Binks finding himself at the last place. But gets a good amount of speed, so we will come closer towards Cocoa and also towards Gwen. But Gwen and Link are just marching through here, entering that tech section. Binks opting for a lot of speed, but Cocoa making the mistake there, so he won't have a saying in this round. Link and Gwen still first and second, so Link really dominating on this track. As you can see, he's 0.15 ahead of Gwen, going into the last part, the main part of the track, the full speed section, which is rather long here, as you can see, more than 20 seconds, or almost 20 seconds. And Link is just pushing it here, 0.3 ahead, so this is a rather anti-climatic round here. Round victory for Link, but he is on a good time, as you can see, with a 56.40 in first. Then we have Gwen in second, and what a time. I think Gwen is just saying that this is a good time. I'm not sure if how good this is, but I'm not sure what WR is, but Link just pulled a 0.40, so this is a a measurement for us now. The 0.40 or maybe the 0.5 that players can opt for, so 56.5 should be a good time here. So Link is winning the first round here. Then we have Gwen being in second place, and Binks was in third. Unfortunately, it was Cocoa who has made a mistake. Ooh, Gwen with a very good trajectory. Look at this. As well as Cocoa. Cocoa tiny tad more speed than Gwen, but Gwen opts for the more inside approach, and it's Link this time around falling behind, but Binks as well now. So Binks is 2.5 seconds, if not even more, behind. And he won't have a saying in this round. And it is Gwen dominating this round here so far. Then we have Cocoa battling out with Link. But Link with a lot of speed in this section. Look at this. Cocoa didn't get the best landing there on the slope. So Link will move up to that second place. Maybe he can make something happen in the end. Let's follow him. But Gwen is extending his lead to 2.2 of a second. Make it 0.17 now. So Link coming closer. But it won't be sufficient. But Gwen with a 56.47. Also a very great time by Gwen. And yeah, a 0.47. Very good time here by Gwen. Link in second. Then we have Cocoa in third. And then Binks after that mistake, finding himself on last place. But yeah, Gwen is just pushing it here and goes back up into the lead. After Link has overtaken him with 1 point. But still, they still have to... Gwen themselves 80 points. Link even 81 points to activate the finalist mode. Because we played till a point above 130 instead of a point limit of 120 as we had it in the semifinals. So Gwen again off to a ludicrous start. Look at this. Gwen is just pushing it. Link goes super far inside, so he won't have enough speed here. So Binks will overtake him as well as Cocow. He will come closer towards him, towards the Exalty player. So fun fact, 3 Exalty players were in the semifinal or in total. But only Link has made it. So Xera and Vulnera unfortunately dropped out, but they played pretty good as well. But Gwen, on what time is he on? But look at this fight here for that second place. Will it be Cocow or Link? Who will it be? Link has the upper hand, but let's take a look on Gwen's time. He's on a bang of a time with a 56.56, so also a very good time. Everything that comes into the reach of a 0.5 is very good. Link in second, then we have Cocow in third, but great effort. Binks unfortunately dropped a little bit behind, didn't get the best speed over that full speed section, and Binks and Cocow are slightly losing it because Link has already a gap of 20 points over Cocow, but we can still have a battle here for that third place. As we go into the second last round here on Champions or Champignons. No, just kidding. From Sparko, it is Cocow making the first mistake, so he is not having a lot of speed. This is a very interesting map because it's pretty open and a lot of parts will determine your speed here. As you can see, Cocow has made a small mistake, but he finds himself almost a second behind. Comes back strong though, because Gwen has made a little bit of a misalignment. You can see crashing in this part is very cruel because he can't get a smooth transition here. He bounces a bit, so he won't have a saying here. On the other hand, we see Gwen yet again in first, so only the first round was given away from him towards Link. So Gwen really dominating on this map so far. Link in second, and then we have Binks in third place. And Gwen dropping yet another 0.5 time. So very good time there from the Game World player. Link in second, and then we have Binks in third place. But very anticlimactic again. You can see 0.3 between all of the 3 players. And then we have Cocow after those 2 mistakes in last place. So into the next round we go. It is Gwen and Link yet again with a good start. So this is very much the same as in the prior rounds. As we can see, a Gwen with a very good downhill. Risking it too much, almost has lost it there. But this time it is Binks also here in the mix. Only 0.05 of a second between Gwen and Binks. Good performance for him. And Binks also with a lot of speed, but Gwen opting for that little bit more a different approach. So Binks will overtake him, but just for now, because Gwen has a little bit of a better entrance into this turn and also has more speed going into that full speed section. So Gwen has figured out that it's really decisive to go really like to take the most speed possible in that full speed section. You can see how he is increasing his gap. Binks didn't do it that good, and Gwen will just extend his lead. As you can see, he's 0.6 ahead of Binks, as they were equal before that, and a 0.36 for Gwen. What a time! And Binks is not able to finish because he has failed the ending. This is bad news for Binks. But Gwen with a 0.36, are you kidding me? Just because of that speed that he has gathered from that, he granted himself way more speed. So great job there from Gwen. Okay, now we will go to the to the third map after the second map has been cleared. Gwen is in the lead with 15 points over Link. He has 67 points. Then we have Cocow with 42 points. And Binks with 36 points in last because he didn't finish the prior round. We have Video Capsule, Bytona, and Nitro. And what is interesting about this, of course, the speed check here. And the third turn, which is determining your speed for the full speed part. And also this full speed part is very interesting to see. Because it has an ice block to trigger your SD, and you can see this part I was speaking about, so you really want to gather a lot of speed in this section. And then also you have to clear this full speed part in the end. So another 1 minute-ish track here. Now Binks will cope with that SD here with the ice block, as you can see. And it is Link winning the warm-up with a... What time did he get? A 56.90. So every time under 57 is very good. And Link just has pulled out a very good warm-up here. So great time there from Link as we go into the first live round just now. Okay. Let's follow Cocow for this round. 42 points for the all-serve player so far, so not what he was aiming for. But yet nothing has happened so far. No one is finalist, I mean. So he can still deny both Gwen and Link some valuable points and come back closer. And maybe this is the map where he can do the comeback. But so far it's looking like this again, that Gwen will win yet another round. Or will it be Binks who's right now in first place? Cocow opting for that more outside approach, and therefore he has a better apex and more speed in this section. So he will come a little bit closer, but Link making the first mistake on this in this round. And it's Binks actually in first, Gwen in second, and then we have Cocow in the hot pursuit here, overtaking Gwen. Oh, has a little bit more speed compared towards that Game Ward player. Who will take that second place? Will it be Cocow or Gwen? Cocow with a tiny tad more speed, but it won't be sufficient, so Gwen will stay ahead, and Binks with a 56.91 in first place. But what a great round. Cocow almost has overtaken Gwen there in the end, but it wasn't sufficient for him, so Binks will move up to that third place now, vice versa. We have 46 points for Binks and Cocow. Second round we go. No mistakes have been done so far, but Cocow goes super far up the dirt banking there and has clipped it a bit, if I have seen it correctly. So he will be out on that one. He will, despite that, he will clear that speed check, but fall a little bit further behind. But still looking not too bad for him as he is capitalizing from a mistake from Binks and Gwen. So Cocow now up to second place, and he will be flushed by that. Now it's Link in alone first place. No really competition here for him. He can take it easy. 0.3 of a lead for him. Make it 0.4 now, and it will be Link who will clock in a 10-pointer into his account and will come closer towards Gwen though, because Gwen will only finish in third place. So 6 points plus towards him. Cocow in second, then we have Gwen in third, and Binks in last place, finding himself 1 second behind Link. Into the third round we go here on Video Capsule. Let's follow Binks here for this round, as he's at 49 points. I mean, he's 42 points behind, 43 points behind Gwen, but still, he can still make it happen. So Link up to a very, very good start. Look at this, as well as Gwen. Oh, but Link getting himself a lot of speed, as well as Binks. So Link now up into the lead, has a little bit more of a gap to work with now. But Binks with a very good turn here, so he comes closer and closer. And this will be all decided in this full speed part. Who has the most speed in this section? Link with a godlike approach in this left-hander. And then we have Binks in second place. But there we also have Gwen. Gwen with a little bit more speed. Who will it be? Gwen has more speed, and he will clock in that second place. He comes closer towards Link, though Link is stumbling. But Link will stay in first place with a 56.97. Great time for him. Gwen in second. Then we have Binks in third place. And Cocow not being able to finish here. So Binks will extend his lead. Actually will overtake him now because of that. Into the next round we go here. Fourth round on Video Capsule, of course. Still this map, one more round after that, and then we will swap to the second last map of this rotation. Binks is in first, as well as Link, who's in second and lurking, but gets a better line, so he will overtake him here. As well as Cocow comes close. Gwen not with the best start here. Didn't get a lot of speed in this part either. So he will be down towards that battle for that third place. But just when I said that he gets a very good line, Binks didn't get it too good, and Link is now up into the lead yet again. But Binks with a good amount of speed. He has equal speed compared towards Link. And who has the more inside line there. It is equal here, but 1 car length ahead. And also Gwen wants to have a saying. So it's all in the ending now between Link, Binks, and Gwen. Gwen with more speed, as it seems. Who will it be? Oh my god! It is actually Gwen, because he has cut the ending. I can't believe it. What a risk from Gwen. Binks in second, and then we have Link 2000s behind. But what a risk from Gwen, just because he has clipped the statue there in the end, as you can see here. I just wanted to show it to you, but what a great ending there from Gwen. Oh my god, so he has done it like that. He has clipped this part and got into the finish earlier here. So what a madman. Oh my god, what a great round there from none other than Gwen. So he will move up to 108 points. He is 22 points behind, away from the finalist mode. Oh, Gwen getting the no slide, as well as Cocow. So both of them not granting themselves any 10 or 6 pointer in this round, unless someone will make a mistake. It is between Binks and Link in this section. Link with way more speed. Very good trajectory here for him. Very good turn combination, and he can take it easy. He's extending his lead to 0.27 of a second towards Binks. And Binks can't really catch up. So Link in first. Then we have Binks in second. Who will take third? It will be Gwen over Cocow. And a 56.95 for Link. So again, a very good time there. And Link will come yet again closer towards Gwen. But still, he has to catch up a lot. 8 points it is still for him. So Gwen is really smelling this finalist attempt as we go to the next map just now. It is offline. So again, a very cool map. I really like it. And yeah, a track that we have not seen in the semifinal as well, if I recall correctly. Very tight sections here. The players, of course, have played those tracks over the whole tournament. This track is also in the intro that I have set. So one of the more older tracks as players are warming up at the moment. Link doing it good. But then again, we have this full speed part coming up again, and you can see yet again this is a very wide drift into this full speed section now. You will see it here, and you should opt for that outside approach, of course. And then Link did it pretty good, and now the full speed part is coming up. It's not that long, but still there are room for some overtakements. It's pretty simple, as I would say, as a player that does not play full speed that much. But yeah, it is Gwen actually finishing, as well as Cocow, but so doesn't do Binks. He's laying in front of the finish, just chilling there. And we will go into the first live round now on offline. Could be the last map for either Gwen or Link, because they are coming closer and closer towards that finalist mode. Binks is almost 30 points. No, more than 30 points behind Link here at this part. So it will be very hard for him to come back. And also Cocow finding himself in dead last right now with 58 points. Will be a hard task to compete against Link or Gwen here for that first place. But this time around it's Cocow with a very good start. Gwen finding himself in second place, battling out with Binks here. Gwen with a very risky line, opts for that more inside approach, so he won't have enough speed here, or not a lot of speed. So Cocow will extend his lead to 0.13 of a second. Binks, goes for that outside approach as well, but Gwen with more speed, as well as he has more speed than Cocow here in this section. So we'll be all in this ending now. Gwen comes closer towards Cocow, 0.06 of a second, but Cocow will stay in first place if he's not jumping too far to the right. Nope, this was not the case, and Cocow will clock in a 58.96. Gwen in second, Binks in third, and I would consider this a very good time. As you can see, the Daddy Mania is a 0.82, so great time from Cocow, and he will come closer towards that third place, which is still occupied by Binks. No mistakes this time around here in this part. Oh, but Gwen making it just when I speak about it. So Gwen has to win the next round then in order to grant himself finalist mode, because a fourth place will put him at 121 points. So this is Link's task, to deny Gwen the finalist attempt. Or like a potential finalist attempt in the next round. This time around, it's looking good for Link that he can move up even closer towards Gwen here in this part. Or in this match. So Binks still in first, but Link coming closer. Binks going for so much of an outside approach. So this Link now capitalizing from that, but Binks with a more inside approach will come closer. Who will have more speed? Binks with a good approach here, as well as Cocow. Where is he coming from? Who will it be? It will be Cocow in first with a 59.09. Link in second, and then Binks in third. And Cocow winning the second consecutive round in a row. So this could be the comeback here for the O-Surf player. And this will put him to 78 points. So great job there from Cocow, granting himself 2 10-pointers in a row. Gwen now up to 121 points. Link up to 113. And Cocow coming closer and closer, but ever so slightly. He's still losing or lacking a lot of points here. But again, he has a very good start. Goes for that nosedive there. Very good, triggered by him. Or very well triggered. Binks in second. And then we have Link in third. Gwen in fourth place, but oh, Link with such a risky line here. He wants to push it. He wants to grant himself the 10-pointer. This will put him into finalist reach for the next round. But it is actually Binks and Cocow who wants to have a saying as well, or who want to have a saying as well. So they are right now occupying P1 and 2. Cocow with a very good section yet again. So he's really pushing it, but also Link. Link up to that third place, but coming closer towards Binks here. As you can see, has a little bit more speed, but Cocow will stay ahead. But will he? It is actually Link with more speed. Who will take that first place? Link will overtake Cocow in the ending. 18 thousandths of a second. And what a great round, and what a nice time by Link. Cocow not granting himself the third 10-pointer in a row. What a sick ending from Link. Oh my god. And it is actually Cocow who should be surprised by that as well, since Gwen made that question mark there. But yeah, Cocow has accepted his fate and just typed in great round. But of course, he was in dire need of those points, because he's still sitting under 100 points. Because his opponents are already over 120 points. This is bad news for Cocow, as we see Link making the mistake, so he won't grant himself finalist status this round. Gwen needs first or second place to go up into the finalist mode. And now we have Cocow finding himself a little bit further behind, but he can still make something happen here. Binks is 0.4 behind. He is not gaining anything towards Gwen or Cocow here. And it will look like that Gwen will actually deny some points and will move up to the finalist mode. And this looks like a bang over time. Look at this. He's on steroids. Look at this. He's at 58.89. Daddy 10 for Gwen. Cocow in third and second. And then we have Binks in third. And Link only with 3 points in this round. So he needs at least third place in the next round to activate finalist mode. But it is Gwen being finalist right now. So the fifth round is starting now on offline. Will Gwen use his first finalist attempt to his advantage and will clock in 200 euro and a car skin into his pocket? Or will it be Cocow, Link or Binks who can deny him the victory? Gwen is doing a very good start, but Cocow also does it good. 12 thousandths between both of the players. Cocow opting for that more inside approach there, so he has not a lot of speed. So Gwen will move up into the lead. Into the tech part we go here. It is Cocow neck and neck with Gwen here, but Gwen has the upper hand. Very good turn there from Gwen. Look at this. He's on another PB pace, 0.1 ahead of his PB. So this is looking like a ludicrous performance by Gwen. But there we have Cocow as well, who's risking for the biscuit. And it's actually Gwen with the DNF. And Cocow now up into the lead, but he's battling it out with Binks, who is right now in fourth place with only 81 points. So he's also in dire need, and this could put Cocow up to 100 points, and yes, he will win this round. What a great time. 58.98 by Cocow. Binks in second. Then we have Link in third, so he will also move up to finalist mode. And now we have a double finalist situation going into the last map of this map pack. And if we have finished this last map, we will go to the first map again. Okay, so we have Outdrawn, a map that is different than the other ones, because the full speed section is now at the beginning of the map. Then we have this infamous angling section here, which I will show you in a minute, if I find it. Yes, it is here, with this jump over the tent, and we had this snipe there from Link, who finished way here on the left and sniped the first place, and therefore granted himself a ticket into the grand final. And right now it is looking very good for Link, because he is competing Gwen. Bear in mind, it is Gwen, it is Link, who has not lost any sort of step here in this whole French regional tournament. So he has won the qualification, he has won all of the steps, the semi-final as well. And now he's standing here, Gwen and Link are finalists. So will it be Link continuing his streak and making it a flawless performance? Or will it be Gwen, who could deny and only with one win could grant himself 200 euro? So this is the question that we will have an answer on just in a couple of moments. Cocow also now with a good comeback here, finding himself at 100 points. So only 3 rounds. I mean, only quote unquote. But theoretically, he is very close to grant himself also a finalist attempt, as you see 102.86 by Gwen and clocking in Daddy 1. So what a great time by Gwen. He is having the momentum going into the next round. So good luck to both of the players. Towards Link and Gwen, they are finalists, and Cocow and Binks have to deny them. So first round, we go on Outdrawn. This could be the last round for either Gwen or Link. They could clock it in here, the 200 euro prize pool and a car skin. So this is a lot that is on stake right now. Cocow, however, look at this start from Cocow. And also Cocow could come back here. Cocow up into the lead, but now he is coming up to that tech section. And I remember that the tech section was fine for Cocow, but not the dirt. He was struggling on that. So hopefully he has put some practice into that, and that 4 hours of break, as he's still in first, opting for that way outside approach, but still will remain in first with 0.15 of a gap to work with. Very, very risky approach here from the O-Surf player, but he still is in the lead. Gwen coming closer though, and will actually lurk in the shadow. Cocow's lead is melting away, but Gwen clipping the blocks there, so it can be Cocow who can move up to 110 points and can deny Gwen the victory. But Gwen with more speed, but Gwen won't deny him. But great finish here, pretty close, but Cocow will clock in the 10-pointer with a 102.95 and is now up to 110 points. Great ending there from Gwen, but it wasn't enough for him. So Gwen now up to his 3rd finalist attempt. Can he use it? And it is Link's 2nd finalist attempt just now. Link with a good start, but so did it Cocow. Gwen a tiny tad behind, as well as Binks, 0.1 of his second. So it's now between Cocow and Link. Can Link make it happen, or has Cocow the upper hand again? Again, it's Cocow exiting his full speed as the first player, having a 0.1 of a lead to work with. So he is really, really good on this part. And Gwen won't win this round. DNF for him. And this Cocow again in first. Are you kidding me? So Cocow could actually clinch it on this map. I can't believe it. What am I witnessing right now? Link is too far behind to have a saying. Cocow is pressurized by him. Nonetheless, 0.35 of a second to work with for Cocow. But Link making the additional mistake, and also Binks is overtaking him. And Cocow can move up to 120 points and is only one victory away of the finalist mode. So what is this, man? Cocow playing out of his mind on this track, and he will clock in another 102.94. What a great time and what a performance by Cocow. Oh my god. Cocow denying Gwen and Link the finalist mode twice in a row, and now it is Cocow who could grant himself the finalist status as well after an insane comeback now. Look at this, and Cocow has a good start yet again. It is Gwen and Link who have to win one more round in order to grant themselves the first place, but it is again, look at this, Cocow in first place, and he is just marching through here as we see Link going for this super risk here. Now we have all of the 3 players who could potentially take that first place in the top 3. but it is Cocow extending his lead to 0.1 of a second. Link with a more inside approach goes for the attack, but Cocow with more speed, and Cocow will remain in the lead. But Link goes for so many risks. Cocow is getting pressurized now. Bad approach for him, and it is Link up in the lead. Oh, back and forth here in this section, but also it is Gwen in the mix. And also Cocow, who will it take? Who will take it? Link in the lead. Cocow, Gwen. Oh my god, this is impossible to call. Link with a good section as well as Gwen. Gwen can risk it. Who will it be? It will be Gwen who will take it. What the fuck was this ending? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I am speechless. What an ending fight was that. And now it is Link still in finalist. Cocow in first. And he could deny Link again the finalist mode. What was this? Gwen is your champion. He is 200 euro richer and a car skin. But of course we are battling it out for the second place as well. He will grant himself 125 euro. And the third place will also go home with 50 euro. What a great round was this, but I'm so flushed by this ending. This is one of the most intense endings that I've ever casted. Cocow again in first place, and it is Link too far behind to have a saying. Binks also, and it is Binks making a mistake, but nonetheless it is Cocow who will still grant himself the finalist attempt because Binks has made a mistake as well. But guys, I am just completely flushed by this performance here from Gwen. The risk was so huge there in the ending. So Cocow up to finalist mode. Binks also granting himself some points. And now we have Link against Cocow going into the last round here on Outdrawn. And this is a crazy, crazy map to end on. Whew. So last round, Cocow or Link, who will take that second place? Or will it be Binks who could deny both players here the victory? He has to push it. Both of the players tend to have very good start sections in this full speed section here. And yeah, Cocow now up to finalist mode because he has surpassed this 130 points threshold. And he is well in the lead. Look at this, 0.15 of a second. He's on a bang overtime. Let's follow Cocow here. This could be the comeback of the decade. Look at this. Cocow up into first place, 0.3 of a second ahead of Link. So Link is crumbling after all of the first places that he could have gotten. He is crumbling in the final, but Cocow with an outstanding performance, and also Gwen. So Cocow on his way to clinch in that second place. He's 1000 out of his PB, and so this could be another 1:02 time. Link too far away to have a saying, and he's pushing it. Link is pushing it. Cocow, however, with a good trajectory in this turn, so it could be Cocow who grant himself this 125 euro, but Link coming back strong, and also Binks. Are you kidding me? But Cocow will stay ahead, and Cocow is your second place. Is in your second place. GG. What a comeback from Cocow. Link dropping like a fly, and is now in finalist against Binks for the third place. And this will be very unfortunate stuff for Link because he played outstandingly on all the other steps, but Cocow just played so good, uses his first finalist attempt and then makes and gets it. On to the first round we go again. Link will certainly not be very happy about that. So we have a total of maximum 3 more rounds. Binks is at 110 points. He needs to deny Link 2 times to grant himself a finalist mode. And then he needs to win 1 more round to grant himself that that third place. But Binks has made a mistake, so this could be a very anticlimactic round for that third place, as Link is already 0.6 of a second ahead because Binks has made that mistake in the start. So Link still in the lead, 0.7. And this looks very good for him. At least a solace for him, but he won't be very happy about that because he played so good. And now he's crumbling apart against Cocow and also against Gwen, because Cocow, he has beaten Cocow in his semi-final. And yeah, this is no, I mean, Gwen played against doesn't matter. So Binks played with Link and Gwen played with Cocow, just like that. So all good. So Link versus Binks here in this one. And it will be Binks who will lose. And he came closer, but Link just saved. And it will be Link in 3rd place. GG. So Link going home. And Link is rage quitting. I can totally understand that. But a solace for him. €50 into his account. Binks going home with €25.